As we regroup, I exhort us to remain mindful of the fact that we have a responsibility to deliver on the promises we made to the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe, which saw them overwhelmingly voting for our party, ZANU-PF, in the 2023 harmonized general elections and subsequent by-elections. We must remain focused and united towards fulfilling our duties with uttermost diligence and integrity. Notwithstanding the burden of illegal sanctions and the climate change, new innovative solutions and alternative avenues must be pursued to achieve greater progress for our motherland, Zimbabwe. Decisive action is essential to scale up efficiencies within all public institutions, in particular our public health systems, more so in the context of the cholera outbreak and other climate change-induced threats. The provision of clean water, sanitation facilities, and waste management services are a priority. I expect real-time updates in this regard from those ministers who have mandate over these issues. Over the last 2 months, a few districts of the country experienced disasters attributable to climate change and other causes. Our mining sector was not spared. I, however, commend all stakeholders for the successful rescue, treatment, and care efforts that were mounted following mine-related disasters across the country. The relevant ministers are expected to update Cabinet on these matters today. In line with our commitment to leave no one and no place behind, I'm directing you all to focus on implementing transformative programs that promote industrialization, modernization, as well as rural development throughout the country. To that end, the policy imperatives I enunciated at on our 14 September 2023 government retreat should be part of the strategic plans of your respective ministries. The 2023-2024 summer cropping season is now midway. At this meeting, the Minister of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development will be updating us on the status of the agricultural season this year. Infrastructure development continues to be a priority for the Second Republic. Greater focus will be made on key projects, including the Forbes border post modernization, the Harare-Chirundo Highway, the Harare-Kanyemba Road, the Tugwi-Mukosi Control Tunnel, and the capitalization of the National Railways of Zimbabwe. The completion of the Mbudzi Interchange, Gwaishangani Dam, and other strategic dams across our provinces will be expedited. Prudent fiscal and monetary policies and the promotion of a conducive business environment remain critically important for the stability and the growth of our economy. Accordingly, the fiscal and monetary authorities are implementing a raft of policy measures to arrest the price increases, stabilize foreign exchange rate, maintain the value of our currency, and ultimately encourage savings. We shall soon be announcing the introduction of our structured currency. On the international relations front, our engagement and re-engagement policy is bearing fruit. Zimbabwe's assumption of the SADC chairmanship this year brings about greater responsibility for our nation to contribute to the broader regional development agenda. On your part as ministers, the onus is on you to discharge your duties as chairs of the various ministerial committees with utmost distinction and attention to detail for our region, SADC. Meanwhile, all ministerial programs must remain aligned with economic development priorities as we outlined in the National Development Strategy. In addition, bureaucratic hurdles and silo mindsets which hinder its implementation must be removed, while seamless processes should be nurtured to ensure that its coordination and architecture is observed. In particular, meetings of the NDS steering committees and thematic working groups must be represented at the proper levels. These must meet often and generate the requisite reports which show that stakeholder perspectives, including the private sector and development partners, are taken on board prior to presentation to Cabinet. Citizens are the primary beneficiaries of our efforts, and open lines of communication with them should be maintained, including through active thematic working group discussions. Their input, support, and expertise are invaluable in driving sustainable development and ensuring the success of our initiatives. The reports of thematic working groups should form a major part of Cabinet business as we accelerate the implementation of the National Development Strategy. Regarding the specific Cabinet program for this year, all standing items must be expeditiously tabled and conclusively decided during this first quarter. Following the call for items for this year's Cabinet calendar, the Chief Secretary has issued the subsequent circular outlining the 2024 Cabinet program. These constitute priority areas for your respective ministries. Memoranda outlining your proposals for consideration by Cabinet should be submitted on time. Delays in that respect are unacceptable. As a matter of procedure, Cabinet memoranda or proposals must be submitted to the Cabinet Office for circulation by 10 o'clock hours on the Tuesday preceding the next Cabinet sitting, or even earlier, if the matter requires prior consideration by a working party. Let me once again state that issues requiring thorough consideration must be submitted as substantive items on the agenda and never under another business. Further, members are reminded that standing cabinet committees are a critical cog of the cabinet and they must be accorded due prioritization. I direct that all committees be active to expedite decision making. In the last session, I noticed an unbecoming trend where some members prioritize ministerial activities and neglect cabinet business. This must stop forthwith. Cabinet business takes precedence over all other matters, and attendance of cabinet meetings is compulsory. As we begin our programs for the year in earnest, all invitations for me to officiate at various events of your ministries must be extended on time and restricted to high priority events. Lastly, I wish you all great success as we implement policies, programs, and projects that will catapult our people and the nation to greater economic development, growth, prosperity, and a higher quality of life for our people. With these remarks, I now declare the 2024 Cabinet Year officially opened. God bless you all. I thank you.